just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two weapons. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Could be 20 minutes or an hour or two. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk.
Okay, let's go. Hi, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you so much. If you're new here, my name is Fatima and I'm currently documenting my journey of becoming an author and creating the life that I want for myself. I am writing a self-help book with my husband that is diving into the science behind our thoughts and feelings, and combined with some spiritual practices and teachings, it's going to be very fun and very easy to follow along in the book and tag along, and this is really just a passion of mine. So for today's video, I thought it would be fun to bring you along on some days in my life as a writer, because I'm a full-time writer. Hopefully, bring you some inspiration or joy, and I really love making this type of content and really just documenting this part of my life. And honestly, it has brought me so much joy making these videos, and your encouragement and your sweet words have really just, made my heart so full. So thank you for that too. As you may have noticed from my previous vlogs, I'm quite the homebody. I love staying at home. I don't like staying inside all day. I love to go out for walks. I love to be in nature. So I do always find myself in nature and really drawn to nature. But honestly, I just love being in the area where the cabin is. And I've just grown to love being at home, cooking meals and doing everything at home and just staying in the comfort of my own home. But I think being social and that is also good for me. I know that I should not probably just stay at home with my husband, but I think it's the season for everything, and the season for me right now is to lock in on this project and really write this book and really create the life that I want. And also it kind of requires a great deal of discipline of me. I cannot just make plans and prioritize friends, because I really want to finish this project. I really want to also prove to myself that I'm able to lock in for this period of time. So that's why you are probably going to see in future vlogs that I'm basically at home, but I think it would be healthy for me to have some writing retreats outside of my home. I keep taking on and off these glasses, so I really don't know how I'm just gonna leave them be. And also it is getting extremely cold here in Norway. It is not that cold yet, but I had to take out my winter jacket. So that means we are entering colder season, but I also love that because we get a lot of snow here around this cabin area, and it is so beautiful, and you can just go out and play like a little child. And honestly, it is so gloomy outside today. It's really rainy and cold, and I know for some that may be the worst thing, but I absolutely love it. Okay, so last week was a bit of a rough week for me. I did have my birthday last week, so it was actually really fun that day, but mentally I was a bit too much in my head, and that kind of, disrupted my writing sessions and just my writing in general. So I didn't hit my goal. I had 5,000 words that I wanted to write that week, and that is completely fine, and not all weeks are going to look the same. And for my part, I think I prioritized writing a bit too much. I did a lot of research and I was constantly writing that I didn't take a moment to be aware of my mental state or be aware of how I was feeling, how I was thinking. And I think it's so easy to not take care of that part of yourself because we put that aside and not really pay attention to how we feel and think, and we just go full lock in and get the writing done. So I prioritized the weekend to really focus on mindfulness. That is very important for me to prioritize mindfulness and really just check in with myself, how I feel, how I am, and really to see if I'm actually really indulged in the thoughts and feelings, because it is so easy to identify yourself with the thoughts and feelings and think that you are them. So for me, it was really important that weekend to just take those days to really focus on mindfulness, and that really did me so good because I feel so much better, and I managed to show up for myself both yesterday and today. This is a bit of a reminder for you guys. If you have neglected that part of yourself, become aware of that and really work on that, because if you feel burnt out or you feel like you are too much in your head, that is going to affect your work, that is going to affect your writing or whatever creative process you're in. So pay attention to that and really focus on that part, because when you strengthen that part of yourself, you will be able to show up so much better for both yourself, your work, and everyone else around you. So I've had 2 writing sessions today and they went really, really well. I managed to write over 4,000 words. I believe I'm in 4,300. I'm just looking over on my screen here. So I've written 4,300 words. I'm almost finished with chapter 1. I think I'll be able to finish it tomorrow and start at chapter 2. So the rest of my plans for today is going to be exercising, and I think we're going to make some dinner. And honestly, I've implemented something new in my schedule, and that is a mindful afternoon, like an hour where I kind of dedicate to either reading or meditation, especially because I feel that helps me a lot with centering myself and grounding myself. And honestly, I think everyone would benefit from that, taking an hour to themselves where they either journal, no phones, no doom scrolling, no such thing, no screens. Just taking some time to themselves to really check in, ground themselves, and really just be. And I hope that you're having a good day so far, and let's catch up a bit later. Good morning, everyone. The clock is currently 7:08, and I thought that I could get a writing session in. It's pretty early in the morning, but as you may know already, I'm an early bird, and I feel the most creative and really the most productive in the mornings. So I love to wake up early, but that means I also go to bed quite early in the evening, but that's completely fine for me. So I thought that I could get a writing session in. I am currently at 4,389 words, and I would love to write at least 1,000 words before I eat breakfast, and that is about an hour. So I'll catch you later with a writing update. Hi. Hi. I just got home from the loveliest walk outside. I believe I was gone for about an hour, between 45 minutes to an hour, but it was so much needed. I have been such a writing machine these couple of days that I really needed that walk to just be out in nature for so long and really just reconnect and ground myself. I thought that I could give you guys a quick writing update because I didn't get to do that yesterday. So today's Thursday and my word count is currently 5,121 words, which I'm very proud of because I've managed to write almost 3,000 words this week. But the fact that I have been in such a flow and really just in tune with my writing has been so amazing, and I just feel really grateful for that compared to last week. And I honestly think that since I took like a mindful weekend, I really just benefited so much from that. But I finished the first draft of chapter 1. Round of applause. And I'm actually so glad that I did that because my goal for this week was also to finish chapter 1 and start chapter 2. And today I actually sat down and was about to write or start writing in chapter 2. Really, I just got so stuck because I feel like I don't know, like the words were not coming. I couldn't write. I felt like, okay, I was writing like, some bullet points on how I could like, structure chapter 2. But, I just felt so stuck, but that's completely fine. I just need to like brainstorm. I need I need a day where I kind of brainstorm this. But finishing chapter 1 was such a milestone, especially since I started this project a week ago with my husband. It was like a week ago we decided to write a self-help book together and was like, let's do this. So finishing the introduction and chapter 1 is such milestones for me and him. I do believe that I am going to be able to hit my goal, which is writing 5,000 words this week. Total word count is going to be at 8,000 words by the end of this week, which is so good. Also, I just want to take a moment and say thank you so much for 500 subscribers. Oh my god, my heart is so full of the fact that so many people want to tag along. But thank you so much for your encouragement, support, the love I have received. So my plans for the rest of the week is to truly hit that 8,000 word count, because I feel like I'm in such a flow, and I think after I've brainstormed a bit with my husband about chapter 2, I think I'm able to start writing again then. Other than that, I'm quite positive of this project, and really project 100, as I call it, is giving me so much joy and really giving me so much motivation to write and continue writing. Also, November is approaching and I really want to do a challenge, so I think I'm going to talk to my husband about a personal challenge we're going to set for ourselves, and I think it's going to be so fun because I'll be documenting that too. And I think that's it for this week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've watched until the end, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I hope that this video inspired you or brought you some joy, and I thought it would be fun to continue the tradition I started in my last vlog of commenting different emojis. And today I think I'll be going for a squirrel. So comment a squirrel if you have watched until the end of this video. I wish you nothing but love and light, and I'll see you in the next one.